Hello, lovers of knowledge. Today, we dive into a world that blends mystery, self-reliance, and a quiet, deep strength. The universe of the Sigma female. This distinct type of personality thrives by her own rules, anchored in her own value and purpose. In a society that often values being noticed, fitting in, and showing off achievements, the Sigma female prefers to remain unique. She doesn't seek the spotlight. She doesn't rely on others to approve her decisions, and she doesn't need outside praise to feel worthwhile. The Sigma female doesn't follow the usual social norms or rankings. Rather, she moves through life with a calm assurance that escapes conventional labels. Her strength is silent, yet firm. Her confidence, subtle, but genuinely present. She draws people in, not with flashy actions, but through the realness and honesty she embodies. Today, we're going to look at 12 amazing ways she behaves, particularly around men, highlighting her unique traits that make her fascinating. Each point adds to the big picture of what we call the Sigma female. As we delve into each one, we'll think about what it really means to be independent, empowered, and purposeful. So, buckle up and join us as we delve into the story of a woman who leaves a memorable impact on everyone she encounters. If you find this interesting and want to keep up with more deep discoveries about life's big questions, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss anything. Let's get started. Number 1. Whispered secrets. The Sigma female has a quiet strength that doesn't need to be loud or in the center of attention to be felt. She prefers to stay on the edges, watching and learning from what goes on around her. Her way of being is calm and attractive, pulling people, especially men, towards her without them even realizing why. She doesn't have to dominate the conversation or be the most noticeable person in a space to make a lasting impression. Her presence speaks of a deep, serene wisdom that feels both reassuring and intriguing. When she's in social settings, she tends to watch and listen more than talk. This isn't because she's shy or lacks confidence. She simply chooses to learn by observing. She believes that watching quietly often leads to deeper understandings than joining in. This approach fascinates men because it's different from what they usually encounter, sparking their curiosity about her thoughts and values. Her quiet nature hints that she sees things others miss, like a slight quiver in someone's voice or a minor change in their posture, showing they are uneasy or holding something back. This keen awareness lets her handle relationships and conversations with a special grace. Men feel genuinely seen and understood by her, sensing that she gets them on a deeper level, beyond just words. This creates a silent bond, an impression of not just being heard, but fully understood. Number 2. Cool indifference. The Sigma female is recognized for her steady calmness and ability to keep her cool no matter what unfolds around her. She doesn't make rash decisions or allow outside turmoil to shake her inner calm. This trait isn't about being distant. Rather, it's about keeping her emotional autonomy. She has become skilled at staying detached, which lets her manage difficulties calmly, earning admiration from others. Men find her emotional steadiness appealing because it shows a rare kind of strength. Her composure is noticeable. She doesn't get overwhelmed by minor issues or drama. This doesn't imply she doesn't care. It just shows she's thoughtful about where she puts her emotional energy. Her tranquil, poised manner provides a pleasant change for those accustomed to more emotionally expressive people. Moreover, her cool demeanor also signifies a deep self-esteem. She doesn't feel compelled to respond to every comment or prove her worth because she is confident in who she is. This confidence is very appealing, suggesting a solid sense of self-assurance. Men are attracted to her enduring nature, recognizing that her true strength lies in her commitment to her principles, not in being unemotional. Her cool indifference is not about pushing others away. It's about safeguarding her tranquility and preserving her dignity. Number 3. Resonant depths. The Sigma female speaks with a clear intention. She avoids small talk or pointless conversations. Instead, her words are full of meaning and make people think deeply. When she talks, her words leave a lasting impression and make people think and see things differently. Each thing she says is carefully thought out and encourages others to consider and explore new ideas. Her words stick with people, making them think about her viewpoints long after the conversation is over. For men, this deep way of communicating is both intriguing and inspiring. They often find themselves thinking about her words again, uncovering meanings they didn't catch at first. The Sigma female doesn't have to dominate a discussion to make a strong impression. Rather, it's her careful choice of when to speak and what to say that makes her memorable. Men are drawn to her thoughtful insights, which challenge them to question their own views and often lead them to a new understanding through the subtle wisdom she shares. Her conversations have a rhythm, revealing just enough to keep interest, but not so much that the mystery is lost. This balance between openness and mystery is captivating. Men feel there is always more to learn from her, more depth to uncover. Her lasting impact comes not only from her words, but also from the thoughtful pauses that invite self-examination and self-realization. Number 4. Quiet transparency. A Sigma female's quiet understanding is her hidden power. She doesn't need to loudly share her beliefs or justify her choices because her actions already reflect her deep-seated values. This understanding is personal, acting as her inner compass, guiding her actions without needing others' approval. She is confident in her identity and lives by her morals, not to show off, but because that's simply who she is. Men admire this because it shows a maturity and self-knowledge that are uncommon. She doesn't seek others' nod to feel confident about her decisions, and her natural confidence quietly impresses everyone around her. Her quiet understanding is a grounding force, reminding people of the strength in living true to oneself. In a society easily influenced by the latest trends or popular opinions, her firmness stands out as a symbol of genuine independence. This clarity helps her approach life with an open mind. Although she's dedicated to her values, she's not inflexible. She's open to listening, changing and improving, but always on her own terms. Men find this blend of flexibility and firm belief attractive. It's a sign that true strength isn't about stubbornness, but about maintaining one's values while being open to new ideas and development. Number 5. Calculated gloom. The Sigma female doesn't look for interest just because she can. She deliberately chooses when to be in the limelight and when to stay out of it, reflecting her ability to decide her own actions. She isn't driven by the need to be in the spotlight. Rather, she's motivated by staying true to herself. This trait is a deliberate choice, helping her save her energy for things that really matter to her. She understands that sometimes you can make a big impact without being directly visible. Men find this self-restraint appealing because it goes against what society often expects. She doesn't need to be the center of attention or seek approval from others. Her choice to remain behind the scenes when she wishes is a sign of her confidence and independence, which is quite uncommon. It shows that real worth doesn't come from just being seen, but from being real. This approach also helps her concentrate on what's important. She carefully chooses how to spend her time and energy, focusing only on things that match her personal values. Men admire this careful choosing, viewing it as a sign of maturity and self-respect. Her deliberate choice to stay in the shadows shows a kind of strength that's not about showing off, but about understanding her own value and deciding when and how to share her existence. Number 6. Bold loneliness. The Sigma female isn't afraid to be alone. She sees it as a source of strength and clear thinking. Her ability to enjoy her own company shows her independence and confidence. She knows that real happiness comes from within, not from other people. This comfort in solitude is unusual and admirable in a world where being alone is often seen as being lonely. Men find this trait attractive because it shows deep confidence. She isn't looking for someone to make her complete. She's already complete on her own. Her independence lets her enter relationships from a position of strength, not neediness. Her willingness to be alone shows that true joy is a personal path that doesn't rely on others. This self-reliance also helps her be truly there in her relationships. She doesn't need to be around others all the time to feel important. Instead, she forms relationships based on deep mutual respect and understanding. Men respect this trait, seeing in her a unique mix of independence and realness. Her ease with being alone speaks to her self-value, and it encourages those around her to rethink their own views on aloneness. Number 7. Hidden attraction. The Sigma female has a subtle, natural charm that pulls people toward her, often without them knowing why. She doesn't need to be openly delightful or spellbinding. She carries a quiet allure that touches people deeply. Her presence offers a comforting quietude, giving others a feeling of being understood without needing words. This type of allure isn't forced. It's an innate aspect of her personality. Many men are drawn to her because this trait is unlike the usual ways people attract each other. It's not about how she looks or her overt charm. It's about a profound, almost spiritual bond. Her subtle charm reminds us that real attraction isn't always noisy or visible. Often it lies in the quiet, mutual moments of deep connection. This charm also shows her empathetic and intuitive nature. She has a gift for making others feel noticed and important, crafting a welcoming space for genuine self-expression. Men appreciate this trait because it fosters a deeper, more meaningful relationship that transcends superficial interactions. Her calming influence proves that true connections are built on authenticity and mutual respect. Number 8. Guardian of limits. A Sigma female understands the significance of setting limits. She prioritizes her calmness and energy, establishing limits that safeguard her health and happiness. This act of setting boundaries is rooted in self-respect and recognizing her value. She firmly sticks to her boundaries because she knows they are crucial for her personal growth and joy. Men admire this trait because it reflects a woman who's aware of her worth and insists on being treated accordingly. Her boundaries aren't about shutting people out, but about keeping her space and time for those who truly value her. This careful choice strengthens her relationships, as others come to understand that being part of her life is a special opportunity, not something automatically granted. This approach helps her build deep connections. She's not interested in shallow or forced interactions. Instead, she selects people who share her values and respect her boundaries. Men appreciate this careful choosing, seeing in her a partner who prefers deep, meaningful relationships and who respects herself enough to ensure others respect her too. Number 9. Enigmatic dreamer. A Sigma female has her own distinct aspirations. She doesn't walk the usual paths or aim for the typical successes. There's something almost magical about her that shows she's true to herself and her goals. She follows her own inner motivation, which isn't influenced by what society expects. This makes her quite fascinating, as she lives her life according to her own plans, not needing approval from others. Men find this trait intriguing because it pushes them to think outside the box. She shows that real success doesn't have to look a certain way. It's about following what truly matters to you. Her enigmatic goals suggest she leads a life full of meaning and intention, encouraging others to follow their own dreams without giving up. Her visionary nature also points to a strong sense of purpose. She's driven not by the desire for fame, but by the wish to create positive change in her life and in the world. Men admire this determination, seeing in her a woman who is dedicated to living genuinely and making a real difference. Number 10. Elegant resistance. A Sigma female quietly stands up for herself in a gentle yet effective way. She doesn't just go along with others to fit in. She stays true to her own beliefs, no matter what others expect. Her way of standing up isn't loud or confrontational. It's a soft but firm dedication to being genuine that makes people think twice about their own decisions. Men admire this trait because it shows a kind of strength that isn't about being overpowering. Her gentle resistance demonstrates that she's not after anyone's approval. She's simply being true to herself. This realness is a powerful reminder that real strength comes from staying true to who you are, even if it's different from what's usual. Her actions encourage others around her, showing them that they, too, can be genuine. Men see her as a symbol of the importance of living a life full of honesty and purpose, and of choosing a way that's true to their own hearts. Number 11. Unwavering resolve. The Sigma female embodies an unwavering resolve that acts as her compass through the turbulent seas of life. This steadfast determination is not merely stubbornness, but a deep commitment to her principles and objectives. She stands firm in her beliefs, even when faced with opposition or when popular opinion shifts. This resolve is rooted in a profound understanding of her own values and a clear vision of her goals, making her unwavering in pursuit of what she deems right. Men and those around her admire this quality because it showcases a remarkable consistency and reliability that is rare in today's fast-paced, ever-changing world. Her firmness is not rigid, but purposeful, providing a dependable and reassuring presence that not only steadies her own journey, but also serves as an inspiring beacon for others. Her unwavering resolve is a testament to her inner strength, allowing her to overcome challenges with a dignified grace that reinforces her quiet yet powerful influence on those around her. Number 12. Harmonious independence. The Sigma female treasures her independence, viewing it not as a shield to keep others at bay, but as a harmonious integration of self-reliance and rich relational interactions. She cherishes her ability to make decisions autonomously, to steer her life according to her own moral compass, and to pursue her aspirations without undue influence. Yet, she also values the beauty of deep, meaningful connections with others, recognizing that true independence doesn't necessitate solitude, but rather the freedom to choose her associations wisely. This balanced approach to living independently, yet interdependently, appeals strongly to men who perceive it as a sign of mature autonomy, one that harmonizes self-sufficiency with the warmth of human relationships. Her harmonious independence ensures that her interactions are genuine, chosen deliberately rather than out of necessity. This quality makes her both intriguing and admirable, a figure of strength who can stand alone yet chooses to enrich her life through selective, enriching connections. Her approach to independence not only makes her a compelling partner, but also a role model for a life well lived, marked by personal freedom and mutual respect. And there you have it, friends of knowledge. We've explored the deep and complex universe of the Sigma female, a woman whose silent power defies standard rules and reshapes the idea of being strong and autonomous. If you appreciated this exploration, don't forget to subscribe and keep an eye out for more insights into the exceptional traits that define us. Until we meet again, keep your curiosity alive, stay enlightened, and keep pursuing the paths less followed.